Live, local, late breaking. Tonight we bring you the election debate for BeanTopia 2020. Our candidates are Arden and Watermelon. They'll be fighting for the presidency tonight, and we shall begin with the debate. Now, as a reminder, please, audience, please keep opinions to yourself as we proceed. Our first question for Arden. What's your position on the big move?
Personally, I am very for the big move. I think it would give us a very, very nice fresh start. And personally, with the last town, the town center was kind of unorganized. So I feel like with this move, we can organize everything, have everything look nice. After all, this world is for a project, and we would like it to look very pretty.
Mr. Watermelon, the same question goes to you. What is your position on the...
I'm for it. Plus the weather's nice.
Okay. Short answer by Watermelon. We'll now begin with the next segment on the big creative. This topic is a very controversial topic, and we shall begin with Watermelon this time. What is your position on using creative mode for builds?
I think it should only be used on big build, not just small stuff like some hut or a tree. Except that tree over there. That needs.
Okay. Anything else or?
Nope.
Okay. Same question goes back to you, Arden. What is your position on using creative mode for
I
builds?
think creative mode should also only be used for bigger builds. Like for the auditorium we're standing in now, and with World Edit in the sense of our move, like we had to copy and paste the White House and the jets. So again, if it's for just small huts or trees or anything that I believe should be built in survival, it I feel would give us more attachment to the world. But if it's for bigger builds like the tree, this auditorium, and the White House, then I say creative is okay to use.
All right. Thank you guys very much. If there are any questions from the audience, well, we will discuss them after, so you know. Our next question: how are you going to proceed with taxes, excuse me, and how will you level them? This question goes to Arden since we started with Watermelon last time. You may begin.
If I remember correctly, within our last location, we were going to talk about having taxes for shops, if I remember, but not where we decide to live. And I think that was a pretty good policy we were going to work on, but we haven't been able to work on it yet. So I think we were also talking about an initial payment plan for buying land in order to pop up a shop, which I also think would be very beneficial, and all the profit that came off of that would go back into aiding the community. It wouldn't just be kept for the government to use.
Okay. 100% of profit, or just how? What's your opinion on taxation on that?
I think 100% of the profit should go back into aiding the community, since most of us already have a good source of income on our own. So I don't believe that keeping all the profit would be necessary.
Okay. Watermelon, same question goes to you. If you need it to be repeated, you may ask me again.
I think taxes are okay for like shops, but nothing like a diamond.
So, wait, could you repeat that? I heard the shops, but I didn't hear anything else.
I think taxes in like stores is fine, but not like just daily tax to live.
Okay. Okay. Thank you guys very much. My next question for you is how will you be going about organizing the city? Watermelon, this question goes to you.
I think it would be nice to keep all the houses in a spot and all the shops in another spot. That'd be great.
Okay, thank you. Arden, same question goes to you. How would you go about keeping the shops and houses in an orderly fashion? Would you organize them?
I think obviously we should have a shopping district. Um, I think having it organized around the tree and having the tree kind of be like a town center would be very neat and nifty. And then the houses could be on the outskirts of town. Either that, or we could have a housing district where everyone lives closer together. But I'm not sure if that would work out too well with everyone being able to tolerate each other. So I think uh, with housing, it's should be a community decision.
All right. Thank you very much. My next question will go to Arden first. This question is, will there be a military and how will it be affected if so? You may begin.
Um, I personally don't think a military is necessary. Our last military didn't do much. We just kind of had it just to have it. Um, the enforcement squad, though, I believe would be very beneficial, but we would have to appoint some uh, new members if the old members would like to resign. But personally, I do not think a military would be necessary.
Okay. And another question is a popular question. If there were an enforcement squad, how would you go about getting that person in charge? Would you elect them or would you appoint them?
I feel like an election would also be very beneficial because I feel like it would be important for the community to choose someone that they trust.
Okay. Thank you very much. Watermelon, the same question goes to you. I'll repeat it just in case. The question is, will there be a military and how will it be affected? And also about how would you appoint that official if so? You may begin.
I think military would be used to defend mobs, defend people from mobs, and if there's like someone being a nuisance, also to kill them. And I think we should elect them.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. This question goes to you, Watermelon. What is your stance on keep inventory? Now, keep inventory, mind you, is a very controversial subject as well. Some people like it, some people don't. So we'd like to hear your opinion on that. If you were elected, what would you do?
I believe keep inventory should only be used if we're like all moving somewhere far away from our spawn. So during moves, things like that, or maybe in the Nether.
Okay, thank you. Next question, or excuse me, same question goes to you, Arden. What is your stance on keep inventory? And you may begin.
I think keep inventory should be used very rarely and sparingly. With big moves is an instance where I would allow keep inventory to be on. And with the, yeah, essentially big moves, in case there is the opportunity where someone needs to get killed in order to return to their home to grab supplies if they're very far away. And other than that, I would say keep inventory should be kept off. If you lose your stuff, you lose your stuff, and it sucks to suck. But that's just how Minecraft is. If you lose your stuff, it happens, whether you be in the Nether, the Overworld, or the End.
Okay. My next question is actually about that. Um, it is about if you do lose your stuff with when keep inventory is off, um, should the government replace it? And if so, how much would we replace? Like, is there a taxation on it since you died, or what would that entail? Arden, this goes to you. You may begin.
I feel like if your death was caused by something like, let's say, the server bugged out and you lagged and you lost your items in a very, I guess if you could put it in a stupid way, yes, I feel like we should help the victim replace their belongings. With a tax, I'm not sure how that would go. I feel like that's something that would need to be discussed with everyone. But if it was a very legitimate death, like you got killed by mobs in the overworld, or if you died in the nether very legitly, then no, we would not help replace your belongings.
Okay. Same question goes to you, Watermelon. If you'd like me to repeat it, I can. If not, you may begin.
I think that there should be insurance companies.
Okay.
If you die on purpose, they shouldn't pay you. Something like that.
So for that insurance wise, how would the insurance go about with people that are opt in the government? How would that work out?
I think you'd like pay them something maybe every 7 Minecraft days or so, and if you die to lag or something like that, they'll give you your items.
Okay. Thank you. My next question was actually going to be about insurance. As you guys know, there was the no homo insurance where they gave you socks, so that you didn't have to worry about saying no homo. So the question goes to Watermelon. I know we did just talk about insurance, but my question is, how would you go about adding insurance, and do you believe in it? I know we heard from you saying that you do somewhat believe in it, but I'd like to hear more on that topic. May begin.
Yeah, I think. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, so how would you instill insurance and how would you go about adding it and implementing it? So like having a trustworthy person deal with the insurance and how would they go with communicating to the government that they need a refund or the no homo socks? How would you go about that?
I think maybe like someone would get elected for it, kind of like like with president.
To be elected for an insurance or
Yeah,
that's okay.
and it would be up to them to decide whether they should get their stuff back or not.
Okay.
Cats.
All right, my the same question goes to you, Arden. If you'd like me to repeat it, I can. If not, you may continue or begin.
I think insurance has the potential to be a very good idea. Um, I feel the person who should most likely help handling insurance should be whoever is elected to be a secretary, because secretaries end up dealing a lot with communication between issues like this. And if they would like, the secretary could also get the vice president or the president involved as well. And I believe that the secretary should also be someone who's elected that the people trust.
Okay. Thank you guys very much. We have two more questions, and then we will take questions from the audience. Or excuse me, one more question. Thought there was two. One more. And then we can take questions from the audience. If not, we will be done. My final question goes to you, Arden. It says, do you believe in forced themes for towns or creative themes such as build your own? You may start. Go ahead.
I think an enforced team, not team, theme for this town would be very beneficial. Like I said, the last town was very unorganized and kind of all over the place. There wasn't really any correlation with anything that was built in the town center. So I think the town center would be something that would have a theme, but the housing district, I don't think, should have a theme revolved around it, because everyone should be allowed to have their house look like the way they want it. They shouldn't have to abide by a theme there.
All right, thank you. And the same question goes to you, Watermelon. What is your position on forced themes, or should people feel creative?
I think people should be able to be creative about it, but not too creative. We don't need random jumbles of blocks as houses. Kind of like my old house.
Okay, anything else you'd like to add, or is that everything for you guys?
That's everything for me.
All right. My final thing, this is not a debate topic, but this is just in general. A lot of people have been asking who are the VP candidates. So I would like to ask Watermelon, who is your VP candidate? Who will you be running with?
D-Pig.
D-Pig, you've heard it here first. Mr. D-Pig has been announced as the VP running mate with Watermelon. And Miss Arden, who's yours?
My VP candidate is the Bean.
The Bean Man, you've heard that. It is correct. It is me, the Bean Man. However, I am not biased. I am just the moderator. We have not talked about this ahead of time. All right, that concludes our segment for tonight.